Hey, what up, everyone? Good afternoon. Welcome to live. This is Oliver from Hanan Dream Holdings. How's everything going with you guys? Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Hanan Dream Holdings. And for today's live, we're mainly talking about the tuber starch processing technology, which in our company in Hanan Dream Holdings. So, if you'd like to start your starch business, especially for potato, sweet potato, or cassava starch. We can provide the best quality with the relatively low price equipment. So if you do need anything that is related to the starch processing line, you can easily leave your question or leave your email address or your WhatsApp number in the comment area so that we can give you show more detailed information about our processing technology. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the live. Thank you so much for like my live stream. At the same time, we are doing the live stream on YouTube and at the Alibaba at the same time. But currently, I am showing the 3D video on Alibaba because you guys can check about the background. We do have a green screen here, so if you want to check about the 3D video that I'm about to show you, you can just come to Alibaba and ask your questions and to know more detailed information about our processing technology. And by the way, we are from Henan Dream Holdings, Dream Holdings. Our company it is in Henan Province, China. Hi, hello from Cambodia. Hi, how are you? Hello from China. Hello from China. And for today's live, we mainly introduce the tuber starch processing technology. So if you want to start your tuber starch business, especially for potato, sweet potato, and cassava starch, we can provide you the best quality with the relatively low price equipments. How's your day going, Peng Long? Tai Peng Long. Yeah, you can just call me Oliver Ho. Oliver Ho. So yeah, if you do have any questions, put your question in the comment area. I can definitely see it. And for today's live, we're mainly showing you guys the tuber starch processing technology, and later I will using cassava tuber as an example about the 3D video. So if you do have any questions, anything that you'd like to ask, put your question in the comment area. How about right now? Let me put the 3D video at the background so you guys can check it more easily. What is the time in your country? Currently in China, it is almost 3 in the afternoon. And how about your place? What is the time in your area? All right, please let me know that. So for this video, it is about cassava starch processing line. And if you want to check the 3D video, I can let our assistant to put our WhatsApp number at the comment area so you can add our WhatsApp number and our assistant will send you the 3D video for free. So if you do need it, let me know that, ladies and gentlemen. So basically, this is our whole workshop, and for the our cassava starch processing workshop, it have three types of the equipment. For the first part, it is about to clean all the raw materials, like remove the big impurities, so that we can make sure before we do the processing, all the impurities it is totally get removed. And for potato and for sweet potato, we do have like the dry sieve, like the rotary washing equipment. And for cassava starch, if we want to remove the impurities from the raw materials, we do have like the paddle washing equipment, which according to the different situations, for the raw materials, we can make our equipment into different type and different size. According to the cleaning difficulties, we can make our equipment into a double slot or triple slot or just single slot if you need. And yeah, if you are here and if you are listening, please let me know, alright? Because basically there's no one watch the live stream on YouTube normally. So yeah, if you do curious, let me know that. So for the first one that we using here, it is a feeding hopper. At the bottom part there is a vibration device. So when it is working, the device it is keep vibrate to put all the raw materials get into this bell conveyor at the same speed to avoid all the problems of clog. Hey, how are you, Pusta? Welcome to the live, Pusta. And for our company, we have done the starch business about 10 years. And also for Gary processing line, we can also provide you the equipment. So if you do need it, type your question in the comment area. So this is our vibration. This is our feeding hopper. At the bottom, there is a vibrator device to avoid to lower the pressure for the later equipment and to make sure this whole pressing line, it is working in the same speed. It is a really important equipment. And then it is our build conveyor, as you guys can see here. As for this build conveyor, it is a special made. The friction, it is large enough so all the materials will not easily fall off the build conveyor. It's really easy. The first device for the washing part, it is our dry sieve. Yeah, check about it. A really simple structure, and there is a helix design. It is adopted inside the equipment. When the raw material get into this dry sieve, it will rotate from the inlet part to the outlet part. So during this process, it can remove the big impurities like the weed, like the leaf, or some like other big impurities. And at the bottom for this equipment, there are a lot of gap at the bottom. So all the impurities will automatically drop at the bottom. And during here, you guys can see this part. You can easily set one of the plastic bag or just put the garbage bin at the bottom to collect the garbage. So you just need to clean about the impurities. Otherwise, you might need some of the workers to stay here, keep clean the impurities. Welcome AD, how are you? Welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Hananjin Holdings. Yeah, currently we are showing you the tuber starch processing line, and this one it is our dry sieve. Check about it. Really simple structure, easy to maintenance. It is not just the equipment for removing impurities, but also to do the transportations. When it is working, all the raw materials will push forward by the paddles inside the equipment. And then, especially for the cassava tubers, we do have a really special washing equipment, which is this one. It is called paddle washing equipment. During this equipment, the water that we use, it is reusable water. So we will keep reuse the water to lower the water consumption. And by the way, we do have like the polluted water system, reusing water system. After we use the water, we will have some devices to remove the impurities for the water. So it is basically clean. It is available for us to use it again. And also check about the water pipe. It is reusable water pipe, but at the outlet part, we just add one of the clean water pipe to wash our materials again. There's one more thing that I'd like to stress for this one. It is totally used the counter current washing principle. What is the meaning for counter current washing principle? I mean, all the raw materials will like flow from the inlet part to the outlet part. So it is flow just like this way, but our water flows direction is totally against the raw materials direction. How to make it? I mean, at the bottom there are two kind of the valves. We will turn on 1/3 of the inlet part's valve, so all of the water will directly flow to the inlet part. So adopt to this working principle, we can make our equipment into a counter current washing principle. Why do we make our equipment into a counter current washing principle? To make sure the final washing effect. And at the bottom for this equipment, there is a bottom net to separate the fine sand with our raw materials, and there is a stone sink design. So when the raw materials get into this equipment, the heavy items like the stones or like some other magnetic items will automatically directly get in this part. So we after this whole system it is shut down, we can clean all of the impurities out of the equipment. So it is a really high efficient one. Thank you so much for your like. If you do have any question for our, hey Goran, are you still here? If you do have any questions for our equipment, easily leave your question in the comment area. We have done the starch business about 10 years. We can provide you different capacities, equipment according to your needs. So if you do need it, just let me know that. So this is our paddle washing equipment. I mean, there's one more thing that I'd like to show you guys. It is over here. Yeah, can you guys check about the paddle here? The paddle, it is not like the whole paddle. I mean, at the bottom for this paddle, there are a multiply of the holes. So when it is working, after all of the raw materials, when it is out of the paddle washing equipment, it will cover with the water. So we have to remove the water to large the friction. So during here, we made a really special design to make sure that our raw materials can be easily transported by our belt conveyor. this is our paddle washing equipment. It is more suitable for cassava, those kind of raw materials, because uh, I mean, if you want to do the potato and sweet potato starch, we have a totally different equipment. It is made for you guys, which is called rotary washing equipment. It is more suitable for potato and sweet potato, those kind of big and thick of the raw materials. And it will not damage about the fruits. Otherwise, if you use this paddle washing equipment to wash the potato or sweet potato, it will damage the fruits. I mean, the potato and sweet potato really easy. So the starch content will easily get into like the sugar content, which will totally affect the final tuber starch rate. I mean, for our processing line, the starch processing rate, it is about 94%. It is really large if you compare our equipment with other companies' equipment. You will find the 94% equipment. It is a really great equipment. Basically, that is all for the washing part. So from now on, it is our processing part. For the processing part, we also use two of the equipments together as a bundle. The first one that we use, it is called cutting machine. Yeah, you guys can check about the cutting machine. There are two kind of knives. It is adopted inside the equipment. One, it is called rotary knife, which is keep rotate to cut all our raw materials getting into small parts, small pieces. Normally, it is around 3 centimeters to 5 centimeters. I mean, when the material get into this equipment, it will get in touch with the rotary knife. So sometimes all of the raw materials will easily out of the equipment due to the large. Yeah, you guys can check. This is our cutting machine, and the material it is made of 4CR13, a really durable knife, and with a really special design, which is called the diamond knife design. It is not just like a triangle or a triangle. It is made of a diamond shape, so it can have a longer service life. I mean, when you use this, you can process 4,000 tons to 6,000 tons of the equipments without any questions, without any problems. So this is our cutting equipment. And at the bottom, we just add one of the stable knife at the bottom part. So when all the raw materials fall down from the top part, it will cut it again to make sure that all of the raw materials have been totally get cut it into small pieces so that we can totally process our equipment, process our raw materials so that we can higher our tuber starch rate. Yeah, check about this pedal. No pedal. This is our cutting machine. How are you, RC? Welcome to the lab. This is Oliver from Hananjin Holdings. Currently, we are showing you the tuber starch processing technology. And then it is the very important equipment in this whole processing line, which I will post it here. You guys can check more clearly about it. Check about this one. This one it is our Raspberry. Hi, how are you, IJ? Welcome to the live. This one it is called Raspberry. For our Raspberry, there is a really huge, really big rotary drum. It is adopted inside, and at the surface for this drum, there are multiply of the blades. It is on the surface. So, I mean, the smallest capacity equipments also have more than 80 or even 90 of the blades on the surface. I mean, if you do want to have a bigger capacity equipments, we do have bigger capacity equipments which will have more than 200 of the blades. It is on the surface, and for this one, the breaking rate is totally about 96%, which it is the main equipment that we use to improve the tuber starch rate. And at the bottom, let me show you more details. At the bottom, there is a like a bottom net, and the size it is like 1.8 millimeters. So any so the if the raw material the size it is bigger than 1.8 millimeters, it cannot go through for the mesh. So it will keep stay on the surface for this rotary drum until it is get totally rasped. This is our rasper, and you can easily compare our equipments with other companies' equipments like the hammer mill or some other braking equipments. All their braking rate is around 80% or even 85%, but as for our equipment, the braking rate is totally above 96%. The main equipment that we use to higher the tuber starch rate. Hold a second, maybe I can show you guys one of the pictures so that you guys can see more clearly about how this one it is made, can you guys hold a second? Let me just, yeah. Can you check about this one, ladies and gentlemen? Hi, yeah. Please put our WhatsApp number at the bottom part at the comment area. Please do that. Cassava processing machine. Please put our WhatsApp number at the comment area so that if they want, they can easily add our WhatsApp number. Thank you so much. This, oh, hold a second. Let me put myself upper. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, check about this one. This is our, the picture, the inside picture for our Raspberry. So yeah, this is the bottom net. Can you guys see that? This is the bottom net. The size, it is normally around 1.8 millimeters. A really tiny one. Thank you so much. You want to consult starch processing machine? May I know your contact information? 或许你可以直接把我们的 WhatsApp number 粘到评论区，他们可能更好加一下，谢谢。So yeah, this is our Raspberry. This is the main equipment that we use in the tuber starch processing line. If you guys do want to know more detailed information about our Raspberry or how it is working, like the working principle, you can add our WhatsApp number. Or if you do want to know the price, yeah, add our WhatsApp number. Our assistant can definitely show more detailed information about it and offer you the best price. And do make sure you tell them that you are coming from this live stream. Oliver can give you another discount, a really good discount. Trust me. This is the picture. How about let's keep checking the 3D video here. This is our Raspberry. The breaking rate it is about 96%, really high capacity one. And for this equipment, we do have different capacities. No matter what kind of capacities do you need, we can provide you the equipment. All right. So if you do need it, let me know that. Just type your question in the comment area. Welcome, GR. How are you? After processing, we will get the cassava milk. It will collect it at the underground part, just like this. And we will use our special made pump to transport our cassava milk into the next equipment, which is our centrifuge side. Yeah, check about it, ladies and gentlemen. This is our centrifuge side. This is our centrifuge side. Yeah, this is our centrifuge side. It is like the European equipment. And for the hey, how are you, PY? Welcome to the live. For the centrifuge side, we will normally use 4 or 5 or even 6 of the centrifuge side as a bundle to remove the big fibers inside of the starch. How about let me show you the details, like how it is working. This is the inside for the centrifuge side, and you guys can see that, right? There is a really tiny mesh. It is adopted inside. So all of the fibers, because the size, it is big. So it cannot go through. It cannot go through for the mesh. How are you? Welcome to the live, TZ. How are you? Welcome. If there's anything like that you are interested, you can just directly let me know that you are interested. All right. So there is a mesh, a really tiny mesh. All of the fiber cannot go through for the mesh, so it will stay out of the equipment at the left part, and our starch can definitely go through for the mesh. So at the inside part, it is our starch outlet. Check about it, a really high efficiency one. And after the first side, we will not directly through out of the all of the fibers. We will sieve the fibers again, because when the fibers it is out, it will also take away some of the starch. So to avoid the waste, we will have several of the equipment as a bundle. Hey, how are you, visitor? You just point at something, right? Maybe you can let me know what kind of thing do you like to know so that I can show you more. You want to know about this centrifuge side, right? You do want to know this centrifuge side. If you do want to know, type a yes. Just like type a yes. I can explain more of this equipment. Do you want to know more about this equipment? If you do, type something. So this is our bundle. Yeah, after the first side, the fibers will directly get into the second and go to the third, go to the fourth, go to the fifth of the equipment until all of the fibers it is totally get removed. And to avoid the waste, we have several of the bundles. Check about it. I mean, in the market, in the market, there are different types of the equipment. Like there's kind of like a vertical centrifuge sieve. I mean, for our equipment, let me say it clearly. For our equipment, for 1 minute it can rotate for like 1,200 times. But for like the vertical one, it can rotate for like 600 or 800. This is the most times in a minute, which if you want to achieve the same side effect, you have to get more of the vertical centrifuge side as a bundle. So it will increase about the purchase, the investment. This is our centrifuge side. Do you have any questions, ladies and gentlemen? If you do, put your question in the comment area. I can definitely share more detailed information about our equipment and also for our processing technology. By the way, we have done those business about 10 years. We are very professional in starch business, especially for tuber starch, potato, sweet potato, and cassava starch. And also we did the Gary business. I mean, if you know what is the Gary, you will know what is the Gary thing. We can also provide you the different capacities, equipments according to your needs. Yeah, and right now, check about this one. This is our designer. This equipment, it is our designer. Due to the different gravity and weight, I mean the fine science gravity, it is normally around 2, but our starch, the gravity, it is normally around 1.6. So according to this theory, we can remove the fine sand by this equipment. And also we use several of the equipment as a bundle to remove the impurities. And at the bottom part, there is a motor here. So to provide the force, welcome PV. And the later equipment, you guys have to pay more attention for this equipment. This is called hydrocyclone station. Yeah, this is the most complicated equipment in this whole processing line. Check about it. This equipment, it is called hydrocyclone station. And yeah, you guys can check from the background about the video. There are multiply of the equipment. Normally we will set 18 or 19 of the hydrocyclone as a bundle to remove like the cells, the tiny impurities, to increase the whiteness and lower the grittiness. And let me show you the inside for the hydrocyclone station. It is a totally sealed equipment. Yeah, totally sealed equipment. There are like 2 paddles separate this equipment into 3 parts. The left parts, middle parts, and right part, just like this. The 2 paddles separate our equipment into 3 parts. The left parts, it is like the impurities outlet, like the cells outlet. And the middle part, it have placed several multiply of the chips in the middle part, which for this part, our starch will directly get into this equipment in this part. And at the right part, the clean, pure starch, it is out at the right part. And let me show you how can we make it. This is a sample. This is just one of the tubes, and they have 2 sides, bigger size and smaller size. So for the bigger size, when all the starch get into these tubes, due to the force for the gravity and weight, the cells will keep swirling and out of the tubes at the bottom outlet. But our as for our starch, it is much lighter than the impurities. So when it's swirling, it will out of the tubes at the right parts at the smaller size part. Yeah, check about it. So all of the raw materials get into this equipment in the middle part. Impurities will out of it at the left part, but our starch, high quality starch, will out of this equipment at the right part. I mean, every nation have different standards for the final starch quality. So especially in China or most of the countries, 18 or 19 of the hydrocyclone stations bundle, it is totally can meet all the requirements for the national standards. It is a really high efficiency one. And for our equipment, it is all made of 304 full grade stainless steel. No worry about it will rust really easy, or without long use you have to change about the equipment in a really short time. Do not worry about that, because we have done the starch business about 10 years away. To be more specific, that is 13 years. and we are very professional for our equipments. And welcome, no, how are you? I have already sent you our catalog. I mean, as for the price for this whole system or for this single equipment, the price it is totally different. Why is that? Because different people have different requirements for the final starch. If you just want to do the dewatering, you can easily set 6 or 7 or 8 of the equipment. You can totally make it. But as for if you want to meet the national standards, you have to set 18 or 19. I mean, according to your different capacities, you can choose how many equipments do you want to set. The more equipments you have, you can sieve out more of the impurities, which it is really high efficiency. If you'd like to know more detailed information for our hydrocyclone station, put your question in the comment area. Put your question in the comment. Let me know. Or if you want to check the demo or anything, directly let me know that. All right. Do not hesitate to put your question in the comments. 18 and 19, it is the best choice. Normally, we will strongly suggest you set 18 of the equipments. Small investment can achieve the most high side effect. And then all of the starch will get into our dewatering equipments to do the dewater, evaporate the water. This is our dewatering machine. If you'd like to know more, let me know. And for the next part, it is our drying part. This is a conveyor which is connected with a bucket elevator to transport our starch again to the next part. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, check out this one. This is our flash dryer, a really high Y, a really high equipment in our processing technology, which I'm not only saying the height it is high, but also the quality it is pretty high. You guys can check out the pipe, which is our special made pipe, different size, smaller size pipe connected with a bigger size pipe and connected another smaller size pipe. Why is that? Why didn't we use the bigger size part all the time? It is because if we do that, all of the impurity, all of the starch will get into this pipe and will out of the pipe in a really short time. We cannot make sure the final drying effect. So in order to prolong the drying time, we set those kind of pipe. And by the way, inside the pipe, it is totally under pressure. What is the meaning for under pressure? If we are using about the above pressure, like the normal, just use the blower to dry our wet materials. I mean, at the connection part for different pipes. Hey, how are you, Mike Song? Welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Hananjin Holdings, and currently we are showing you the tuber starch processing line, and this is our flash dryer to drying our wet starch. And one, welcome to the live. So if you do need anything that is related to starch business, we are very professional. We can provide you the best quality equipment with the relatively low price. And we can provide different capacities equipment. All right, let me keep showing you guys about the 3D video here. This is our flash dryer. It is under pressure because if we just singly just use the blower to dry all the wet materials at the connection part for different pipes, it will easily, when the starch get into the gap place, it will out of the tuber in a really easy way. It will cut the loose for the final starch. So this is our flash dryer, totally under pressure. How are you doing, Anna Wang? Welcome to the live. And our company, it is located in Henan province, China. So that's our factory. We do have 2 factories in total. The final amount, it is about 40,000 square meters with more than 200 workers producing the equipment for our clients. And after this one, we still set one of the sieve, the starch sieve. to like control the final quality. If there's any starch that is not high quality, it will easily get sieved out. And I mean, for the mash, we are using 10 of the different mash. It is a really long sieve, so it can cool down the temperature also, because at the flash dryer, the temperature it is normally around 80 degrees kind of high. So during this part, we will cool down the system. And then the last equipment that we have, it is our packaging machine, saving about the labor cost and saving a lot of time, really high efficiency one. And if you guys need, we can totally make this whole processing system into PLC control, easy for the workers to make it. And normally for the starch processing line, it is working 24 hours a day. So for our equipment, you can easily make it. Good afternoon, Mike. How are you, Mike? How's your day going? Where are you from? You are also from China, right? Which province do you from? This is Oliver from Henan doing holdings, and our factory and our company, it is all in Henan province, and we are doing the starch business above 10 years. We are very professional in the starch processing line, processing technology, and by the way, we do have our overseas office. So if you want to do the business at the abroad, like the Africa areas, subtropical areas, or tropical areas, we can provide you the equipment. Thus, you can save a lot of shipping cost. Rectangle disposable tray. And for this video, it is mainly about the cassava starch processing line. Yeah, you guys can check about our equipment. And if you guys do have any questions, you can put your question in the comment area so that I can explain more about our technology for you guys. So yeah, if you do, let me know. Or if you didn't, think harder to about the questions, because I know you guys want to know more, know things about our equipment or about our processing line. And thank you so much for your like. You guys are really amazing. If you are just new here, do make sure you follow. You have already followed our live stream, and you have already keep touching the screen to give me more like, which is really, really, really important for me, especially for me. Alright, how about let me show you the potato and sweet potato starch processing line, which there are different equipments here in the processing line. Good afternoon, how are you? I-O, or any O. Hmm. Let me put our sweet potato processing line. If you'd like to know more, do not hesitate to directly put your question in the comment area. Good afternoon, QD. Good afternoon, AD. Do you have anything that you guys like to further question? Our stream will be in less 30 minutes. Yeah, hold a second. I believe I can show you more for our whole processing technology, especially for the centrifuge side. Yeah, when the videos goes to that part, I will just pause it there. Pause there. Good afternoon. Hey, how are you? Oh, good afternoon. Welcome to the live. For our company, we have done the starch business about 10 years, and we do have different kind of the equipments according to your needs, the washing raw materials equipments, and the processing parts equipment, and the removing impurities equipment. So if you do need, we can provide you it for different capacities. And for this part, it is our rotary washing equipment. It is more suitable for potato and sweet potatoes because the size and the working principle, and there is like fine signed and fine sign separator and the stone sink design. It is all inside the equipment. And just like I said, it is a reusable water system. It is inside this whole system. Later, I will show you how to make our whole processing line into a reusable. And from now on, it is our processing. Oh my god, what? And the next one, it is our screw conveyor. You guys can see. Hey Vicky, how are you? Good afternoon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Vicky. No, no, Vicky, that is my colleague. How are you doing, Vicky? Welcome to the live. This is Oliver. You are looking for the conveyor, right? I mean, we do have the conveyor, and let me show you. Let me show you about our conveyor because we provide you the equipment for our clients for the tuber starch, especially for potato and sweet potato. And how about let me show you our the conveyor. We do have the build conveyor. Welcome TO and welcome VQ. Good afternoon, welcome to the live. If you do need anything that is related to tuber starch, no matter for the single equipment or for this whole processing line, we can provide you the equipment. And let me find the build conveyor. The friction, it is really good to make sure that our raw materials will not fall off the conveyor in a really easy way. At the first part, we do have a feeding hopper. So the middle part you guys can see here, it is the feeding hopper. No, it is like the build conveyor to transport our raw materials from this part to next part. It is a 三段式拖滚 build conveyor. Friction, it is large enough. And at the bottom for the feeding hopper, there is a vibration design to keep vibrate to put our. Hey, welcome Lisa. Welcome Henry Wong, Cooper Wright Scrap. How are you, Vicky? Yeah, say something, Vicky. I know you are here. I can check about the viewer list. You are still here, right? Say something. I have already sent you our catalog or the business card. And for the washing equipment, we do have different things according different equipment according to your need. This is our destoner. It can remove the heavy impurities in a really high efficient way, like the stones or magnetic items. Due to the different weight for the impurities and our raw materials like potatoes and sweet potatoes. And this one is our rotary washing equipment suitable for potato and sweet potato, and also it adopts counter-current washing principle. Raw materials from left, it is flowing to the right part, but our the water flows direction is totally against the raw materials direction. So to make sure all the materials can be washed totally, thoroughly. And then it is another build conveyor. For this one, yeah, this is a really. Oh, hold a second. Let me just pause it here. Show more details. Yeah, check about it. This is just not just like the normal build conveyor. There are multiply of the hose at the bottom to to remove the water. If if there is a lot of water still on the surface for our raw material, the friction it is not enough to transport our raw material from this part to that part. So we have to remove the water. So we design this kind of belt conveyor to do the transportation. And then it is our bucket elevator. The bucket elevator. Welcome XD. Welcome XD. Good afternoon. I have already sent you our business card. So if you do need anything that is related to starch business, tuber starch, potato, sweet potato, cassava starch, we can provide you the equipment, different capacities equipment. And if you didn't follow about our live stream, do give me the follow. Next time when we do a live stream, you will be noticed. every week we will do the live stream for 3 or 4 times or even more. So if you want to follow, if you follow our live stream, you will not miss single of the live stream. And let me just pause it here because from now on, it is the main part for our it is the main part for our processing line, because for this processing line, the starch processing rate, it is about 94%. All cause of this equipment. First, it is a cutting machine. There is a cutting machine. There are two kinds of the knives. It is adopted inside. On the top, it is a rotary knife. Keep rotates to cut all the raw material into small pieces, 3 centimeters to 4 or to 5 centimeters. And when the raw materials fall down, there is a stable knife. It is adopted. So all the materials will be cut it again, and to make sure that our materials it is getting into small pieces, 3 centimeters to 5 centimeters. And then we just add a magnetic separator here to sieve out to separate all of the magnetic items, because as we all know right now in the 21st century, all of the raw materials it is get processed by using the machine, by using the equipment. So to protect about our equipment, we just add the magnetic separator here to avoid if there's like iron nails or some hard things it is mixing inside of the raw materials. So we just add the equipment here. And then it is the most equipment in this whole processing line, which is called rasper. Yeah, this is our rasper. Inside of it, there is a really huge rotary drum. Welcome, Joey. How are you? If there's anything that you are interested, please directly let me know what you want to know so that I can show more detailed information. And this is our rotary drum. The smallest capacity also have more than 80 of the blades on the surface. Even if your capacity is even getting bigger, we will have more of the blades on the surface. So normally, if your capacity it is bigger, it will have more than 200 of the blades. And the breaking rate, it is really unbelievable, above 96%. You can easily compare our equipment to other companies or other countries' equipment, like the hammer mill. The breaking rate is normally about 80% to 85%. Let me give you an example. For one of our provider clients, due to the budget limited, they finally choose the hammer mill. So with 4 tons, with 5 tons or 6 tons of the raw materials, he can get 1 ton of the starch. But as for welcome Shu Yu Li, welcome to the live Shu Yu Li. And as for our equipment, as for our rasper, with 4 tons of raw material, you can process 1 ton of starch. So you can do the comparisons. For our equipment, it's really high efficiency. The breaking rate about 96%, really amazing. And let me show you the pictures of the inside. Yeah, check about, there is a bottom net, and the size it is around 1.8 millimeters. If all of the raw materials can not get totally rasped, it cannot go through for the mash. So it will keep staying at the surface for the rasper until it is get fully rasped. Really high efficiency equipments. Let's keep going. This is our rasper. If you'd like to know anything that is related to our rasper or our processing technology, easily say something in the comment. Hey Pintu. Yeah, hi Pintu. How are you? You know, your name in China, it is like a puzzle. This is our centrifuge side. Yeah, let me just pause it here to show you more. This is our centrifuge side. The starch centrifuge screen is a kind of screen equipment mainly used in sweet potato starch production line, mainly used to screen sweet potato starch pulp fiber components, improve the quality of finished starch. And the starch centrifuge size level of sweet potato starch production line, it is generally determined according to customer demand, and it is often equipped with fine slack size for screening working. And for the starch centrifuge side, it is mainly composed of screen door, feed duct, spindle, motor, and side basket, screen mesh, powder chamber, and a slack chamber. So how does this centrifuge side work, huh? The slurry enters the bottom of the concealed side basket from the conduct on the door of the sweet potato starch centrifuge screen. Under the action of centrifuge force, the slurry is evenly distributed along the screen surface and moves in the direction of large diameter. In the concealed basket of sweet potato starch centrifuge screen, the surface of the slurry by the tangent line, the normal line of the two directions of the force together, along the inner cone to do a more complex curve movement until it reaches to the outer edge of the concealed side basket under the action of centrifuge force to spatter around into the slag collecting chamber. Due to the small diameter of starch particles, it is not easy to pass through the mesh and gap with the a gap of the screen. Under the action of centrifuge force and gravity through the mesh or gap directly into powder chamber. There is something that I'd like to stress again. The sweet potato starch centrifuge side, it is mainly made of stainless steel material design. It is very clean, very healthy, and no rust, in line with food safety standards. The dynamic balancing accuracy of the side basket is a G6.3, and the high precision dynamic balancing instrument it is used to correct to ensure the stable operation of the equipment, and the high pressure washing design of positive and negative screen surface can effectively reduce clogging and ensure the normal operation of starch production line. And what's more, the sweet potato starch centrifuge screen overall processing capacity, reasonable power configuration, high efficiency of starch screening, easy installation of equipment, and the overall design of sweet potato starch centrifuge screen, it is really reasonable, low energy consumption, stable operation, and power and slack operation. In fact, it's pretty good. This is our centrifuge side. Welcome, Tibor. Tibor. How are you, Tibor? Oh my god, say something if there's anyone who's alive here. Hey, Jam. How are you? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And currently we are showing you the tuber starch processing line. If there's anything that you need, you can easily put your question in the comments so that I can share more detailed information about our processing technology and for our single equipment, because our live stream will be in 10 minutes later. If you guys didn't have anything that you want to ask, I will ending this live stream in around 30 minutes. 13 minutes or 12 minutes. I'm still here. Jamla, how are you? Currently, we are showing you the tuber starch processing line because we are the company that can provide you tuber starch processing equipment for potato starch, sweet potato starch, cassava starch, gari processing line to cassava flour. We can all provide you this different capacities equipment for you guys. So if you do need it, name it in the comment area. I can show you more. What do you want to know? Please let me know that. And hello from China. Currently, it is 3:46 in the afternoon. This live stream will be in 11 minutes, which is around 4 in the afternoon in China's zone. How are you, Jamla? Are you still here? Do you have any questions you'd like to ask? Do you have any questions that you'd like to ask? I want to show more detailed information for our processing technology because we have done it for more than 10 years and we are very professional in producing offer you guys the equipments. And by the way, our equipments have been shipped to all over the world, about 100 countries, especially in Southeast Asia areas, tropical areas, and subtropical areas. So if you do need anything that is related to starch business, find us. It is your best choice. Like we are very professional, and the price it is very reasonable because our live stream, our worker, it is all from China. Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to the live. Yeah, I'm still here, Jamila. Jamila. Do you have any questions? Oh, you are not here already. And Shu You Li, are you still here? Li Shu You. Are you here? Are you here? And Henry Wang. And Vicky Xie. Xie Vicky. Wang Henry. Oh my god. My. And Li Shu You. Do you have any questions that you guys like to ask? I can share more detailed information for our processing technology, or anything about our company or about our factory. I mean, currently our boss it is in Nigeria. She said the overseas office and overseas factory, because we do have a lot of Nigeria and South Africa clients. They do need our equipment, and currently this one you guys can see it is our dewatering equipment. It is our dewatering equipment. If there's anything that you guys like to ask, just let me know that. And happy Friday. Today it is Friday. Happy Friday. But tomorrow it is Saturday, but I have to work. Alright, let's just wait for more people come to the live stream and ask the questions. Let's just wait for that. Hey, how are you? Welcome to the live. I mean, if you are watching the live stream on YouTube, oh, you have already gone. If you are watching the live stream on YouTube, and if you'd like to know more detailed information, hey Omar, Hani, welcome to the live. Hengzhi food. Oh, you also from China? What is the meaning for Hengzhi food? What is Hengzhi? I mean, it is in the afternoon. Oh, this video it is clock here. I can show you another video. Yeah. If you do have any questions, put your question in the comment. Our live stream will be end in 8 minutes later. Oh, what is it? Welcome WR. How are you? In WYNHMK, WYQS. Who are you guys? Why there are so many Chinese friends, Chinese colleagues coming to my live stream? Why is that? Do you have anything that you guys like to know more? For our starch business, Gary business, or cassava flour business, we can provide you different capacities, equipment according to your needs. We have done the starch business about 10 years, and we are pretty professional to provide you guys the starch equipment, starch protecting equipment. For the washing raw materials part, we do have dry side paddle washing equipment and rotary washing equipment, and for the protecting part, we do have the cutting machine and the rasper. I mean, especially for the rasper, welcome sack. Especially for the rasper, the breaking rate it is totally above 96%, which is why our whole protecting technology and our whole protecting line breaking rate, the starch rate, it is above 94%. Hi, how are you, WS? Welcome to the live. How are you? How's everything going with you? If you do need anything that is related to starch business, potato, sweet potato, cassava starch, we can provide you different capacities, equipment according to your needs. And I have already sent you our business card. And if you do want to have our catalog, ask for it. Welcome FP, which also can call it like DW. It is like a foundation. Good afternoon. If there's no further question, I believe this live stream will be in less than 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes. All right. I believe there's not no further questions. I believe so. Before I ending today's live, let me just say it again for our company, Henan Dream Holdings, and we have done the starch business about 10 years. I mean, we are very professional to provide you guys the equipment. We are very professional provide you guys the equipment, no matter for how many capacities equipment or what kind of raw materials you want to do or how big it is your scale, we can provide you that. So if you do like to know more, just directly put your question or add our WhatsApp number, which yeah, how about let me say our WhatsApp number again. So if you want to add our WhatsApp number, to find a pen and a paper and write it down. Write it down. Our WhatsApp number it is +86 135 2661 5783, which is our WhatsApp number and WeChat number at the same time, because as you all know, hey Yakub, needle knitting machine. This is our paddle washing equipment. Alright, I believe that is all for today's live for another 2 minutes. Yakub needle knitting machine. And for our company, we provide you the paddle washing equipment, dry sieve, cutting machine, rasper, and centrifuge sieve, desander, and different kind of equipments for different capacities. And the quality it is really good. This is our cassava starch processing line. If you guys do like to know anything that is related to starch business, just directly let me know. Like type of stock or type detail informations. Or you can directly put your WhatsApp number or email address in the comment area. Our system when I see it, I will directly add you on WhatsApp. WhatsApp. So if there's no further questions, that will be all for today's live. Wish you guys can have a really wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys next week. I will see you guys next week. That's all for today's live, and yeah, this is Oliver from Hanan Dream Holdings. We are very professional in doing starch business, provide you different capacities, starch equipments. So yeah, that's all for today's live. Wish you guys have a really wonderful Friday and weekend. And if you do have any questions when doing the starch business, contact us. We can yeah help you guys. All right, that's all for today's live. See you guys next time. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.